just fast tracking us, John.
Yeah, just a little subtle behavioral nudge by throwing up the, hey, look, it's the park entrance.
No, I think we're shopping for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, that would be actually that'd be hilarious.
Time if you let us.
That'd be like hilarious. Like this whole rest of this episode is just you guys in Walmart. And like,
yeah, right.
okay,
It's like we've been
we're gonna go
drinking
get
buddies
this.
for 20
Yeah,
years.
yeah, we're gonna get
we're
this.
sitting around and bullshit the whole time. You
Then
gotta,
we're gonna go
gotta
get
keep us on
this.
track.
All right, we'll push it to just the road trip at least.
All right, yeah. So you get up to the, the entrance to Yosemite, and it's beautiful. It's another image as you get deeper into the park and near the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir area. Going over this, it made me. I've never been to Yosemite, but now I really, really want to visit it because it looks like looking at like the different pictures and stuff like that. It's like, wow, this looks like a beautiful park. I gotta get there someday, and hopefully not encounter some sort of occult or
Tentacle
paranormal
monster.
threat.
That's the Lake of Moria. Right there.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then
It is gorgeous country though.
yeah. And when you guys like stop at a rest stop to use the bathroom, you see this.
We're a bunch of older guys now, so we stop a lot. We're all stopping a lot. I can imagine us as we're driving up. We're all talking about our medication, like how irregular we are.
One time, Julie just finds a slug and just throws it on Jay for a laugh.
Remember this? Oh, he just goes nuts.
Maybe we just brought the bathtub with us.
Yeah. Don't trust it out of your sight. All right, so you guys get to Trailhead Station on Sunday morning.
There's a cult stuff going on there already.
Yeah, yeah. As you're like approaching Yosemite Park, you see like what looks like a very significant thunderstorm is approaching, and by time you get to Trailhead Station, a pretty serious thunderstorm has rolled in.
So ignore that sunshine and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Just pretend it's not even there. Use the power of your imaginations.
Maybe we should hurry because I think another child's going to disappear again.
Yeah, I'll make up for it with some sound effects in the background, some thunderstorm.
Great.
What kind of tree did they cut down for that bench top? It's quite nice.
I know, isn't it? You guys now you guys spend like a half hour. It's like, wow, is that oak or cedar? I mean, what is it? Is that maple? It's just beautiful. It's just
I was thinking how
beautiful.
funny it would be if that was the same lady from the first time we went to a hotel and she moved to the other side of the country to get away from
Oh God, yes, that's who it is. I gotta try and remember how I played her voice and everything.
I have a weird feeling she was called Janice as well.
Was it? I think she was. I think she was Janice. I think you're 100% correct.
She's George
I
Delta Green.
pulled a gun on her. It wasn't good, really.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, poor Janice. Much older, like 20 years older or whatever. Just maybe days away from retirement, and moved to this beautiful scenic place. Found finally peace in her life after these weird agents came in and one drew down on her when she was working in the motel front desk, and she's like typing away, and she hears the door open, and she's typing away, and she just turns around and she goes, "Well, welcome to Trailhead Oh, and she like looks right at Agent JZ, and you can just see like all the blood drain out of her face, and she's like, what are you doing here?"
Well, what are you doing here, Janice?
Well, after I met you and your fellow FBI agents, well, that was a pretty traumatic experience for me, and I just needed to start over again, so I moved out here and got this job. I've been working here for 20 years. I'm actually just a couple days away from retirement, so I'm assuming nothing's gonna go wrong to derail that.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. Absolutely. And I think I have good memories of our moments together. Actually, I think we got somewhere
Like her lower lip kind of quivers a little bit. It's like, yeah, it was good times. Those sure were interesting times. How can I? Are you still with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or I? Can I help you, gentlemen?
Well, do you still have? Are you still prone to getting on that phone and telling everybody about everything?
Oh, she like
Wow.
looks over at the phone.
Incredibly
No.
menacing.
No. Uh, no. I don't even use this phone. I don't even think it works. I don't even think. Wait, she's like pulls the cord out. I don't even think it works.
Rings once.
I like it.
that way.
Yeah. Jumps. It rings.
I like it. I like how you pulled that cord out.
Can I get uh uh one of the Rangers for you, or I don't even know. I don't even want to know why you're here. So you don't even have to tell me. How about I just get one of the Rangers for you, and they could just help you out with whatever you need. How's that sound?
That'd
Sound
be
good?
fine, Janice. That'd be
Perfect.
fine. Don't mind paying any attention to Agent J
And,
here.
I'm not even going to use the phone. They're just over here. I'm just going to go over to the other office. I'm just going to go get them. I'm not even going to touch the phone. And she like starts walking like backwards, like never letting like Agent Jay-Z out of her sight. And then like last minute, she kind of like runs into like another office, and yeah, you just hear, and then a couple minutes later, uh, a male park ranger comes out of the office, and Janice won't come out of the office. She's just kind of like looking, outside the door, and it's park ranger Douglas Kina. He's the supervisor for Trailhead Station, and the supervisor for Tamika Gallegos, the ranger who found Brandon McGill. And he comes out and says, "Gentlemen, I understand you're with the FBI. Would you mind if I ask for some identification?"
Show 'em our forms been given.
Yeah,
Absolutely, sir.
you actually have like badges, FBI
Yeah.
badges,
Absolutely.
and
We're always glad to cooperate with local enforcement.
he looks them over. As far as he's concerned, they check out. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We got one hell of a strange situation going on here. I hope you're able to get to uh, the bottom of it, and because
That's what we're
I've
here
never
to
seen
find
any,
out.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, this, and he'll walk you through like what I had read earlier in terms of Park Ranger Gallegos finding the 6-year-old boy who claims to be Brandon McGill, and in terms of like the photographic evidence, he's like a dead ringer. Looks exactly like him, even to the point to where like when you look at the photos you have of Brandon, there's and there, they have like the same photos. And the park ranger, Ranger Keena says, I mean, he looks exactly the same, right down to his haircut.
Is
It's
where's
it's
the boy
eerie.
now?
He's here in Trailhead Station. He's actually with Ranger Gallegos.
Excellent.
She's been helping him, just trying to keep him comfortable, safe. I think he was coloring.
And has he been medically examined?
Uh, uh, no. I mean, beyond like we just did a cursory, tried to make sure he's okay, no broken bones, nothing like that. Uh, uh, we couldn't find any sort of obvious signs of medical distress or injury. So no, he hasn't gone through a full, true medical physical examination yet.
Is there any way you'd allow us to see him?
Of course, of
And
course.
and also Ranger Galagos, that'd be all right. And any write ups, any reports you may have made.
Yeah, definitely. And he'll take you to her, and she's in a room. I can actually show you a map of the Trailhead Station here. It's a 2-story building. All right, so I'm just gonna put your tokens down so you guys can kind of see the map and everything, or your
I don't want
think
those guys getting the drop on us like they did last time. I did not appreciate that very much.
God, how old is Agent Jubilee? Do you think? Oh, Retro's gone. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just looking at his picture. Like he looks old.
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking
thought
he went to the big retirement community in the sky.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I
got to
mean,
be
he-
like in his 80s or something.
he said he was going to play a new somebody to carry on the legacy, but I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I was expecting his son, I think.
Just gonna put new tokens down.
Gonna be kind of funny for all us old guys running around in the woods.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be like red but Delta green. So like what do we call it? Green.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bunch of old guys are just trying to get rid of us.
All right, there we go. Now everybody's got their token, and when you hover over it, got everybody's names.
I'm just seeing a black screen. Is that what I'm
Oh,
supposed to be seeing?
let me fix the map.
Looks like Retro's got a power outage. So
Oh no,
he'll get back as soon as he can.
the thunderstorm effects were just too realistic in the
Too
game.
realistic,
Just
yeah.
completely disconnected him.
Look at us. We're big leagues. We got maps.
Yeah. Yep. So, Park Ranger Kina is going to take you into a little kitchenette area. It's just right over here where I'm pinging. And you'll see Brandon McGilger and Ranger Galagos sitting at a table, and he's filling out or drawing on and writing on. It looks like the little like ranger handouts that they would give to like little kids that teaches them about the park and stuff like
Nice.
that. That he's got some coloring crayons and pencil, and he's been writing on that. Park Ranger Galagos looks up, and Park Ranger Kina says, uh, Tamika, these are FBI agents. They're here to try and help. And he looks over at Brandon and try and help you, Brandon, and just make sure you're safe and that you get back with your family safe and sound. And so if you could try and answer any questions that they have, that'd be really helpful. And they're probably going to want to talk to you as well, Tamika. So, agents, just let us know what you need.
Thank you for everything you've done.
Awesome, thank you, Rob.
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, oh thank you. Yeah, I should have. I didn't think. I'll make it's for now on in games. I'll always just make a login for you, Rob.
Sounds good.
That's nice. That's sweet.
So yeah, talk to me. What do you? So you've got Tamika the Park Ranger, Tamika Galagos. You've got Brandon there. Now he's got obviously he's got some a t-shirt. Looks like a pair of sweatpants. Some socks on, and he's just sitting at the table and he's like drawing and there's papers kind of in front of him.
I do have one suggestion for the docs. If they might want to run the Geiger counter over them just in case. Something might ping. I don't know.
And I can't. I'm having that wall clipping thing. I don't know if you can just.
Oh,
drag me
yep,
over to where
yep,
you
I
are.
sure can.
But
Yeah, I mean,
There
I
you
can
go.
run that.
Yeah.
I don't.
just anything
try to-
abnormal.
Surreptitiously scan the room.
And as you're running a Geiger counter over the room, Ranger Keena, the supervisor, he's like, should we be concerned about radiation? And Tamika's, they're both looking at each other kind of a little nervously.
Well, just
Is that
given
a
the
risk?
No,
well,
I'm
just
just. Oh, I was just gonna say I'm just checking the background levels of radiation if there's a severe storm. And we're at relatively high latitudes here. There could be significant ionization in the atmosphere. It could jam up our communications. This is more of a precaution to make sure that we have clear comms.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't think
Okay,
of that.
Jay-Z sits down at the table with his most reassuring smile, and he's interested in young Brandon. Well, you've been missing for some time. How are you doing?
And he doesn't look up initially. He's like just still coloring and drawing on a piece of paper, and he says, "I'm okay. I miss my mom and dad. I think they're coming."
They are, and they're looking forward to seeing you. Um, yeah, it's really great that you've been found.
I was just waiting for Agent Jay-Z to say, I sit down. And I just put
Put the
my
gun on the
pistol
table.
down on the table. Same thing.
So, kid, what do
Brandon,
you remember?
do you know what a Glock is? Do you know what it can do to a human body?
Jay-Z's quite affectionate in a father-son kind of way. It's all that, but yeah. Um, if I have anything like interesting on me, like maybe like a little toy or some little Mexican something.
He
I mean,
goes, he says, and he looks up, looks a little timid. Are you really with the FBI?
I am, and here's our ID badges. Look, check it out. You can have a look at
And
that.
his kind of eyes like kind of get a little wider as he sees like an official FBI badge. He goes, "Whoa,
Yeah,
man, I wish I could be an FBI agent someday."
wow, maybe you could absolutely. Yeah, it's takes it out of you. It's can be an unusual job. It's anyway. I won't dwell on my situation. Yeah,
I
it
was
kind of
waiting for
works.
you just to like unload. Like, man, this one time
Everyone's
I had a
eyes go
mission.
wide. We're like, are we gonna have to do it?
It really takes it out of you, kid. Let me tell you.
Benefits are terrible.
The bodies.
I mean,
Oh,
and then
bloated.
it's just like a montage. It just keeps like fading, and then there were these tentacles. I don't know. It was like 5 people fused into one giant flesh mass, and I think it was gonna. I don't know if it was gonna eat me alive or, you know.
And the
No,
paperwork.
no.
Don't even get me
Yeah,
started on the paperwork.
yeah, the paperwork. All these horrifying like paranormal things, and then it's like, and the worst is the paperwork.
Worse than fucking paperwork.
Yeah, well, it is an interesting career, and I'd encourage you to think about it. Hey, look, we're here to help you and find out a little bit about what's been going on, and yeah, you well, you have been gone for a while. I know that's kind of weird, but you don't have any memories, right? What's been happening?
I remember a little bit.
Oh, would you mind? I mean, every FBI, we're all into information. It's all about information. I think it's even in the name. Um,
I thought it was stood for
Mm.
Federal Bureau of Investigation. Is it? So it's Federal Bureau of Information?
Lots changed since
well,
you've been gone, kid. Rename the whole thing.
Wow. Wow.
you're a smart
Okay.
kid.
Thanks.
I almost got you there. Hey, look. Um, yeah. So these memories. Uh,
What's your name, Mister?
well, my name. You can call me Jay Z.
The one
Jay-Z?
person who won't know what that means, so that's great. It's great.
Oh, okay.
Every
Jay-Z. Tamika, Gallegos and Douglas Keena, both the park rangers, both look at each other like, and you can see him mouth Jay-Z, like Beyonce, Jay-Z, and
They're just the initials. They're just initials.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, Agent Jay-Z.
yeah. So those memories.
Well,
What just any details that you don't know how important they might be, and this is your chance. We can kind of be agents together here. This is pretty cool.
okay,
Let us.
okay.
Just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That I want to. Yeah, I want to be an agent too. Then, well, I was, with mom and dad,
Mhm.
um, in the park, and then they took me. Strange, strange men. They were tall men. They didn't talk like normal people. No sound came out of their mouths, but I could still understand them. Uh, they took me to a place with, and he's coloring with a like a blue crayon. A place with blue glowing rocks. It was kind of pretty, but it was also pretty scary. But there were other kids there too. Other kids, Evelyn and Thomas. I We ate weird food. Just kind of rubbing his face. We ate weird food, gray mushy stuff. It didn't
Oh,
taste very good. I didn't like it very much, but they made
oh.
us eat it. I don't remember much else. Just blue rocks and
Do you
tall
have
men.
any? Do you have
When
any idea of how long they held you?
No, I mean,
No sense of night or day, or did they let you sleep?
no. It was just I was with my mom and dad, and then I was just alone in the park.
yeah, that's
Eh,
interesting. So you were with your mom and dad, and then suddenly you were alone.
Yeah, I was alone in the park, and I remember some of the stuff, but I don't understand. I was just, and then I was
Did
looking
you
for my mom and dad, and I couldn't find them anywhere.
did you wander away from mom and dad, or it just seemed like they disappeared?
No, no, they told me I should never, you know, wander away in a big park like this. It's just they were gone, and then and then
Middle of the
this
day.
this nice lady found me. Rain, uh, uh, Ranger Tamika found me, and she said
Okay, so
she's my mom and dad are coming to get me.
it seemed like you were just a few hours in the in the blue with the blue rocks and the mushy food.
I I don't know. I was with mom and dad, and then mom and dad were gone, and they were the tall men and in the blue with the place with the blue glowing rocks and the the gross food, and then I was uh, in the park alone.
Was the food in plates or was it in bowls or
No, it was more like bowls, but not the type of bowls mom and dad have.
like wooden bowls or
Yeah, I guess more like wooden bowls.
uh-huh. And the faces on these 7 foot men were, were they painted or how did they look to you?
I don't remember. I don't remember how they looked.
If we were to maybe show you pictures of aliens or what people might think are aliens, whatever, we were to show you detail. If we were to show you pictures, would you be able? Do you think you'd be able to identify ones that maybe look similar?
I don't know. I don't really remember it. Sometimes, maybe it's like a nightmare. My mom and dad, sometimes I wake up and I'm really scared, and I dream stuff, and maybe that's what happened. Maybe I fell asleep at the park. Are my mom and dad going to be here soon?
They'll be here. They should be here by tomorrow.
Oh no, actually, it's Saturday. It's Sunday morning, so they'll be here later on in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they
Yeah.
should
So
be
it's
here.
Sunday morning, and they're going to arrive. They're on track to arrive sometime Sunday afternoon.
Well, they should be here sometime this afternoon. I'm sure they'll be very happy to see you. Um,
I sure want to see them too. I want to go
we
home.
want you to see them. We want to help. We want to get these fellas that done this to you. Maybe if you
Do we
look.
do we have that? Oh, sorry. Do we have that picture? Because we've already read these articles, right, John, from the additional
Yes.
handout.
So everything
So the
I shared with you, you've had a chance, like as you were traveling up here, to go over that whole file. Um,
We see
yeah,
his
so that
drawing now.
yeah. So now on the table, uh, as you're kind of like as you guys are like, Agent Jay-Z is speaking with Brandon, and you guys are kind of probably like casually milling around the room, trying not to spook them. You see that there's a drawing on the table that obviously Brandon made, and there's like a child's like Ranger notebook page that he had been writing on. So you could open both of those up, and those are in, I believe it's the additional handouts. Yes, it's number 6, Brandon's drawing, and number 7, Brandon's Ranger notebook. So you could open both of those up.
yeah, as those guys are doing that, and Jay Berwick had mentioned the identification. So I'll just show Brandon the photo that goes with the Martindale Mummies article. It has the
Oh, that
tall.
hasn't come in yet. You don't have
Oh,
that one
hasn't it?
yet. Yep,
Oh,
that one
right.
hasn't come in yet. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Nope,
Sorry.
no
That's
worries. No worries.
okay. I'll forget that then.
Looking at these,
But
the drawing in the notebook, and Brandon, I know, this might be hard to hear, but your birth 1980, 1882, something like that. Um, I
yep.
think you're like 30 years old. You should be able to draw a little better than this.
I'm like
Don't think
really
the FBI
disappointed.
is
I
going to
mean,
take you now.
even
Yeah,
even
you're a little on the.
just starts just tears starts rolling down his eyes, starts lip quivering. It's like, really?
No, I
I'm not.
point to the
I don't
drawing.
draw good enough to get in the FBI.
Um, the blue things around the drawing, are these the rocks that you saw?
Those are the rocks. Those are the rocks I saw.
And is the dark figure? Did you notice them before? Did you notice them before you felt like you got separated from your parents?
No, but that's and he points at the stick figure. That's one of the tall men.
And had you ever seen these tall men anywhere else, or this was the first time?
That it was the first time.
Brendan, can
And
you tell us more about the sound you were hearing?
mm,
It was it was a strange sound, like, and he says Asadogawa. And he just kind of says it loudly. Asadogawa.
As an aside to the Rangers, not to, sorry, um, is there are there any other, like, are all the other people accounted for currently?
Like in
Like,
the
are
park.
there? Yeah, because if there's a storm now and that storm seems to follow the disappearances, I'm wondering, do- is there a chance we're missing another kid already and we don't even know it?
They have the okay. Ranger Keena says we've had no reports of missing people with the storm moving in. And you guys hear over time like more like sound coming in as backpackers are coming in seeking shelter from this heavy storm, the severe storm. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a lot of the backpackers and campers coming in here. Usually, if a big storm rolls in, they could find shelter here. Uh, right now, we have, according to our records, there's 38 backpackers in the park. And you wouldn't be surprised if all if some or all of them make their way here to Trailhead Station just to get out of the storm.
And I would say that as an aside, so that whatever Agent Jackson was saying to the kid didn't get interrupted. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. You could. I don't want to cut off their line of questioning here. So if anyone else has more questions, but you would all know that once like this starts wrapping up, the doctor's going to want to do a medical examination. But
Sure.
if there's any more questions, let's work.
Just Jay will or Berwick, Eric. I'm not sure who to refer to him as. He will text to Cynthia the Asotogawa, to Cynthia as like this is new information. It might have something to do with what I asked you about. It could be a name, a place, a native word, something along those lines, something to do with this area. It might help with her search. It's possibly important.
And it's funny, just as you're sending that text, you get bing, you get an email from her, and it's really short. It just says you might find this interesting, and so now you can look at the article. So she has a couple of attachments. One is in the additional handouts under academic articles, child disappearances. Now you have the Martindale mummies, evidence of the Uellen or circus hoax. So you have that.
Okay.
And then another article is number 4 in the additional handouts.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I was
that's
wondering.
about another 2 children who disappeared in 1918. So she was going through records. She found that as well.
All right. I text her, thank you very much, and I owe you 2 drinks.
She goes, and she'll text back, looking forward to it.
And I'll go ahead and forward that email to the group.
Okay.
And can the doctor's also going to just pull out his phone and Google the as far as best as he can spell out the sound that the child made and just
Okay.
give that a Google.
Yep.
Brendan, did you sit in the big chair?
What big chair?
Did you when you were walking with your parents? Weren't you near some rocks that people call the chair?
Tamika, Park Ranger Galagos goes, Brandon, I think they're talking about what we call here the devil's chair. And but it's don't be afraid. It's not, it's just a name. Um, and she has like a picture of it. She pulls a flyer and shows a picture. I think this is what they're talking about. She looks at you for confirmation.
I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't have called it that, but thanks, Tamika. That's
It's like a devil's chair, like Satan,
I would have said the cozy chair or
Prince of Evil and Darkness.
the Huckleberry chair, and
He goes, I saw it, but I didn't sit in it. I saw it with
did you see
mom
the
and dad.
berries?
Berries?
Yeah.
There were bushes, like bushes, little trees with berries, but they were kind of all over the place.
You didn't eat any of the berries, did you?
No. My mom, has told me that you don't eat like strange berries that when we're playing outside or anything that they can make us really sick, that they could be poison.
Oh,
We oh, no.
go ahead.
So we now have that photo from that article, right,
Yeah.
John?
Yes, that's correct.
So I'll just slide that over and ask him whether that resembles the tall man in any way.
And when he sees that picture, he immediately looks like frightened, and he starts breathing faster. Um,
Yeah.
uh,
Sorry, that scared you, but yeah,
that
that's really
kind That
Does look like.
kind of looks like the tall men. I mean, a little bit. Not all. They weren't all wrinkly like that, but it kind of looks like them.
Did they touch you or hug you or in any way or
I don't. I don't really remember. I just, they bring the bowls of the gray mush.
gray mush?
Told us to eat it. I don't remember. I think maybe it was just a nightmare.
So they didn't do anything else other than just bring you the mush.
Yeah.
You said told us to eat it. Were there others with you?
Yeah. There were other kids. Sometimes they
Evelyn
would
and
be
Tom.
there. Sometimes they'd be there. Yeah. There's Evelyn and Thomas.
So why don't we let
Um,
the doc go ahead and give Brandon an examination while the rest of us can talk in the other room.
yeah, and I'll assist with the exam, and then but just a quick aside to the Rangers before we start, I will ask him if there was any evidence of like cattle mutilation.
No. Park Ranger Key's like nothing unusual. We haven't seen any sort of like animals, any animals being murdered or killed, and nothing we've heard about in the surrounding areas.
So Dr. Jackson wants to do a pretty standard, what you can do in the field, check reflexes, eyes, see if you can follow finger, probably have a temperature, one of those in ear, real quick
Okay.
temperature checks. And also at the end, when he's doing all this, maybe let me know if anything like jumps out. But at the end, he's going to be like, "So, Brennan, this might sting just a little, but what we want to do is check your blood sugar levels. Just check on that." And so he wants to do like a diabetes like prick on the finger, and because back of his mind he's thinking, okay, weird body shit.
Yep.
See if there's blood, and so he's gonna do a test, and also we'll check and see his blood sugar levels.
Gotcha.
Good,
So,
it's a good news, bad news situation, Brandon. The good news is the thermometer technology is so much better. This is only going in your ear.
We're not going to
bad
have
news
to
is
just up
you
You're
gotta
not
take
taking
a
my
blood.
temperature, are you? That's
Through your
terrible.
ear.
I already did. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
a
that's
clean
good.
new thermometer. Not
Yeah.
don't worry.
Oh yeah. Do you want to roll medical?
Yeah. What is your
I
medical
think
skill?
I'm assisting you, so you would
Okay.
get like I think like it's 20% lower or something because I succeeded.
Gotcha. My medical, I believe, double checking. Medicine is 60.
Okay. Yeah. So, uh, as you're doing like that first part of the exam, just like checking just the visual exam of his body and looking for any abnormalities, you recognize, and part of this is really goes back to like that original operation you all did, because you might you be sensitive to this, is you find nearly invisible seam-like scars crisscrossing McGill's body in bizarre interlocking patterns. But they're not just like a bunch of like haphazard scars. They're um, almost like the Nazca lines.
Hmm.
Okay.
If I'm remembering that, if I'm saying that
Like
right.
they're kind of like big petroglyph kind of
Yes,
shapes.
but they're very
That's America.
smaller and a
Right.
bunch of them like on his body, but and you can't really make out. It's not like, oh, that's a bird or that's
Mm-hmm.
a turtle or something like that. But that's like, as you're looking at him, it's not like they're just like some sort of random scars all over his body. They're actual like
Looks like a
images,
design.
maybe
Yeah.
symbols. Yeah, it seems to be like an intelligent design behind all of them.
We should probably take some pictures of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very faint. It's just it takes like both of you, like your keen eyes, you really have to be looking for them to be able to see them.
Is this everywhere, like across his entire body, like his arms, exposed face as well, or just maybe chest?
It's basically his entire body
Okay,
is actually covered in these.
And
it's concerning.
I think I assume I'm not the only one who noticed that the child mentioned mushrooms, along with the tall man and the other two people.
Right,
didn't
in
catch
the
that.
Ranger Journal, like the little kid's Ranger Journal
Oh.
page he was filling out, he mentioned.
Right. Mushrooms.
Now, one more thing you find just during that cursory, like, or not cursory, but like the actual visual exam, you find a green tattoo on the back of his neck, and it's very small, but it's 3 squares and what looks like a stylized ram head.
Okay.
Take a picture of that.
How? Yeah, take a picture. And about how big? Just like small on the back of them.
It's probably no bigger than a quarter, maybe even a little smaller. And it's
Okay.
just kind of like right towards like the base of the neck area. And beneath the tattoo is just it's a small little bump. Like as you're like kind of like running maybe your fingers over it, you can feel like a small bump.
And the
beneath
tattoo looks old. It's not a fresh tattoo.
It actually looks pretty fresh.
Okay.
It doesn't look like like how like when we get tattoos, even after a couple of years, you can tell a fresh tattoo from
Oh yeah.
an old tattoo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same here. Good show.
Good show.
Good show.
But it's not bleeding at all. It's not that.
No. But it's not like the colors are vibrant, so it doesn't have like a wet look or a scabbed look. It's just the colors are vibrant. Like there's no like fading that you would expect from a normal tattoo, especially if it's been like
20 years.
decades. Yeah,
So-
20 years.
So if it looks fresh and it's completely healed, we're looking at a
The
minimum.
Rangers, yes, I agree. They must have done it.
barring their advanced technology, like any advanced technology that might speed up the healing, we're looking at what, 2-3 weeks that they might have had the kid. If their technology was anything like ours, I mean, in that regard, unless they just
Does it look weeks old, John?
No. I mean, it's the tattoo itself looks like it's like a fully healed tattoo.
Just
That
doesn't
is-
fade like what we
Right, that is
expect.
very new. So it's like the
Right.
color, the green is still a very vibrant color.
like in Berwick's mind, this kid's only been gone for a few weeks, maybe. Whereas for us, he's been gone for 20 years, and it's already evident if he met Evelyn and Thomas as children, and they were abducted in the around the time of the Spanish flu, then these aliens are probably, they time travel, or they can pull kids. Maybe they have access. Time doesn't apply to them as it does us, right? So they might be able to reach out everywhere, almost in a conceptually 360 degrees of time, in a sense, and just pull children from all over the place.
Is this the plot of? Did anyone watch the 4400?
No,
That was.
but
I think I did, I think I did.
so that's
It was
kind of
like
what
all
I'm
these
thinking.
people pulled out of time and then all returned at once. The 4400. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that these people, because can we look up and see if those two, if Thomas and Evelyn ever came back? Can we do that? I mean, that should be, now that we have an article to start from.
Yeah, that wouldn't be hard. Like, it might be kind of hard to find that just in Google because it happened like 1918.
Right.
But do you guys have any like contacts or anything you'd want to try?
I mean,
and
I can
use
hit
to-
Cynthia up again, but she might be getting tired of me. You guys might want to. Do you guys have anything that?
Yeah, I mean, we can. I have friends in the military who could probably do all the missing persons related stuff. It would just maybe not be fast.
Right.
I mean, I could roll a bureaucracy roll. And see.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Oh, there you go. And
Love
then
it.
we might be able to go to the library. Well,
Oh no,
shuffle
I
through
failed.
microfiche on the 24-hour timeline.
You drop your phone and the screen breaks.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got decent bureaucracy I could roll too.
Yeah.
Is this something that I could get details through? Like, I have hospital connections. Is there like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have
Maybe exam.
FBI connections.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah. FBI
yeah.
connections definitely would be able to very quickly check like missing person databases and stuff like that.
And
There you
not.
Yeah, there you go.
nothing.
So, Agent JZ, you reach out to your one of your old, tell us, who's your old FBI connection?
Yeah, actually, I do have that. Chuck Hubbard.
Chuck Hubbard. And what is he to you? What is he to JZ?
We just worked together for a long time. Had a lot of tacos. Yeah, and did a lot of desk work.
All right.
Yeah, and he's kind of more into desk work than I am. I find it frustrating.
You're more of a field work. You like
Yeah.
being
He's
out
more
in the
of a-
field, and he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Now,
yeah.
is he still in the bureau?
Yeah.
Because you were pretty young in the last operation, so you're like what? You're like 50s, so is he of a similar
Mhm,
age as you?
Yeah, similar age. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So he's
yeah.
probably still work. Is he still working?
still
Oh,
in
you
the bureau.
tell-
He liked
Okay.
he liked the desk work. So
Gotcha.
There was exactly perfect.
So yeah, you gonna give him a call or?
I'll get on the phone out here I'm just moved out of the room with everybody and just having garnered that information, I'll get on the phone to him and ask him if he can access any missing person stuff on Evelyn and Thomas missing 1918.
Rodriguez. How long
Hey!
has it been, man?
Ah,
Wow. I haven't heard from you since you left the bureau. What are you up
Wow.
to, man?
yeah, it's been a long time. My dad passed away, but I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, man.
hey, look, we're on. I'm in the field right now, and we got a bit of a time. Time is pressing, so.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. Are you still with the bureau?
yeah, I think
Okay, that's totally cool. Because I wasn't sure if you were still with the bureau.
yeah,
And
maybe
it's totally up to you.
Yeah, I think I might have had a long period there, but then I had the sabbatical in the desert.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
That would've-
Okay.
that would explain not talking to him for a while.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, he's still at his desk, which is great. And if he could,
I love the desk work, man. You know that about me. Love it. Just pencil
yeah,
pushing.
oh,
I'll
Yeah.
let guys like you guys could be out there with the guns and the bulletproof vests. I love my
Yeah.
desk job.
well, as time goes by, Chuck, I can see the sense in the safety of your desk there. And
Tell you, there's a
but-
desk right over here. I'm looking at it right now with your name on it.
yeah.
Just waiting for you.
Oh man, Chuck, it's tempting, really. Look, time's pressing a little bit.
So did you ever
yeah,
did you ever get married? Are you still single? You got
Yeah.
you got to find a good woman.
It-
Makes a huge difference in your life.
Man, you got your feet on the ground, Chuck. I like it. Jeez, I don't
Well,
know.
Got to listen to old Chuck. He won't steer you wrong.
I know. Chuck, man, good to talk to you. Look,
So
these
how
missing
much time
children-
did you spend out in the desert?
Oh.
Did you have a camper, or you were just walking around? You had tents. What? How'd you do that?
Yeah,
I'm
it was just me
dying
and
to
a car-
know.
Yeah, it was just me and a caravan. It was pretty simple. Just the sun rising, the tequila flowing. Look, Chuck, I do have a question.
Man, I love
Could you-
tequila. Remember how much we used to drink?
Oh,
God, I got
Chuck.
I've never got as sick as the time you and I went out to the tequila. You took me to that tequila bar. I never never have gotten that sick. I don't even know if I can still drink tequila. I almost died. I mean, literally, I had alcohol poisoning. Remember that? Oh man.
Yeah.
God, those were the
Yeah.
days. Those were the days.
Oh man. I mean, slowly those become, yeah, they're memories, but I don't know if they're that great anymore. Huh? You know. Look, Chuck, these two missing children, Evelyn Thomas, 1918. I know. I need your skills on this one.
1918.
Is that what you?
That's a. That's. No, you're right. But he's like Chuck is like 1918.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm calling you. That's why I'm calling you, Chuck. I know you can find
Cold
it
case.
for us.
Cold case.
Yeah, cold case. Exactly.
That's a super cold case. But all right, yeah. You could hear like keys clacking. Give me the names again.
Evelyn and Thomas. Do we have any further? Do we have last names?
Yeah, the last
No.
names were there.
Oh yeah, I give them the last names.
Okay.
And the dates and the locations and any family members and so on. And I kind of try and stress the time. Look, Chuck, I know you like to do things real careful, real slow. Honestly, man, we need you to could you get this done as quick as you can? Maybe put that other stuff aside just for a minute. You know that pile of paper you have there.
Yep. Yep. No problem. I've got looking it up right now. So Evelyn and Thomas Yvetney disappeared in 1918.
We can probably get him some PCP if he wants it.
Yeah. Did someone say something about PCP?
Chuck, I'm going to need you to put this counterterrorism effort aside. We got some real important stuff here.
Yeah.
I
Going
know
back
it
to
says urgent threat.
1918.
I know it says determined to strike in the homeland, but please.
Yeah, I'm looking in our databases, and there's nothing on either an Evelyn or a Thomas Yvetney.
Nothing that they weren't found. There's just nothing at all.
No, nothing. And you know, you would know too, like 1918 predates the FBI, but you would also know from your FBI training that if they were found,
Yeah,
there'd be
There'd be
something
some
somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah. So I mean, at least
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Rodriguez. I mean, in terms of our databases, there's nothing about either one of these two in there. I mean, again, that's 1918, so it wasn't like the FBI was around back then, right?
Exactly. No, Hammond, appreciate the fast work on that, and I'm looking forward to catching up with you
You
next
know, I
time.
wish we could have met Herbert Hoover. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
Interesting
when,
guy.
I mean, G-Men.
Yeah. I don't know. I get a bad vibe.
Oh, wait,
off him,
Herbert
to be honest.
Hoover, that was the president, wasn't he? Who was
I'm
the
going to
guy?
pretend really loudly to be Agent Jay-Z's mother calling him to dinner to get him off the phone.
It was it Edgar Hoover or
There
Edgar
you go.
Casey? Was Edward? No, was that that was a weird dude, like into all that like Atlantis stuff.
Hey,
What do you?
Hammond, the tacos and tequilas are on me next time. Well, I'll see you real shortly, and may call you later in the day. Keep your phone on loud, okay, dude?
You got it, Rodriguez. Yep, you got it.
Awesome, Hammond. Great talking to you.
Yep. All right. Tequila next time we see each other. Got this desk warm for you, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. Keep it warm. See ya.
Yeah, and he's like still talking as you hang up. Yeah. All right, so you know at least the FBI has nothing in their databases about either of these two children, though you also know that's kind of, you know, not necessarily definitive.
Does that thing on the back of the kid's neck go off with the Geiger counter?
That's a good question.
Berwick's like, Jay, your friends talk a lot.
Yeah, well,
They
to be
introduced
honest,
that guy to Janice.
When you
There's a thought.
when you you know kind of hover the Geiger counter over it, it picks up a very slight amount of radiation, but it's more than, you know, it obviously registers, so it's more than just the ambient radiation you would detect around here, but it's not like a dangerous amount by any means.
We might need to do some follow-up, and
I think we should get up to the top of the. We should get up to the chair, the devil's chair.
yeah, I'm a little bit worried that that might be a. I would say this out of earshot of the kid. I'm worried that that might be a tracker of some kind. We might want to try to get that out.
We have any way of detecting a radio some kind of radio signal? I mean, we could probably download an app on our smartphones to detect radio signals and see if something's popping up off of this.
I don't have SIGINT, but that would be like you could jury rig a something that could function as like a bug detector pretty easily if you had any of that capability.
Are there proper medical facilities in the park?
You know what? That's a really good question. Let me
Not
figure
like a
out-
real hospital.
No, but
It
it's
would
gotta be-
airlift.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, figured someone gets a little injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd
There's
have
probably
look
like a
first aid.
first aid trauma sort of center. I bet for like a maybe
Okay, so here's what I found. Yosemite National Park has a medical facility, the Yosemite Medical Clinic, which offers basic medical care and an emergency service. So it sounds like it'd be like basically a walk-in clinic sort of setting. So they're not going to be able to do like surgeries or anything like that, but that would be potentially available to you.
I'm just thinking if we're gonna try and slice the back of this kid's neck and retrieve something, we probably want to do it in a sterile environment.
Did he show like a pain response to getting his blood drawn?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
So you prick his finger, and just immediately a little drop of blood comes out, and then immediately after that, the finger heals. Like how you normally like when you prick a finger, you're supposed to like kind of like take the first drop and clean it off, and then squeeze out another drop. So you clean off the drop, then you go to gently squeeze his finger to get like that other drop, and the little prick is healed up already. You can't get another drop of blood.
Whoa, John. He's just
That's
a
a
kid.
phrasing.
He's just a kid.
Easy.
He's not responsible.
Hey, come on!
We don't know enough about this kid about what we call him.
Cancel
He
this
could be
guy!
very nice. He could be discerning.
It's not very nice, John.
This little prick, he won't give you a drop of blood.
Let
Has
me,
he been
yeah,
eating a lot?
so-
Has he been eating unusual amounts of food since he's been found?
Tamika, it kind of talked to me like, how are you like, what things
I'm
you're
asking
saying in
the
front of
Rangers.
him? Okay,
No,
yeah,
no,
the
I
Rangers
would
say,
not say that.
he's been eating like a normal 6-year-old. We got him some pizza, and he scarfed it down and some soda, and yeah, he hasn't been showing any sort of like, he's been eating healthy. I mean, not healthy foods, but I mean, he's been eating a healthy amount and drinking. He's not.
I'll look at her. I'm
refusing
like, this
food.
may seem like an odd question. Do you guys have like a tennis ball or a baseball around here or something like that?
Yeah, he looked a little perplexed, but yeah, I'm sure I could find something.
Just anything like that, even a stressed, like anything, might have a little resistance like that.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like a tennis ball, racquetball.
And we got a pool table. Would a cue ball work?
Maybe, perhaps. Hey, yeah, we'll give it a shot. So he'll go grab this this cue ball.
Yeah, they got like
Anyway.
and they also have we have a ping pong table. We got ping pong balls.
No, I don't think the ping pong
okay.
table would work. But
Yeah,
he'll
look
come back
around,
with the
and he comes back, and he's got like an 8-ball from the pool
That'll-
table, and
Sure.
like a basketball that he found.
All right, well, yeah, the 8-ball will be fine. And he hands it to you. He's like, "Hey, buddy, I know you've been under quite a lot of stress.
But I'm gonna throw this 8-ball at your head.
No,
and see
no,
what
he's gonna
happens.
hand it to him. He's like, "What I want." He's gonna hand it to him. He's like, "What I want you to do." He's like, "Put this in your hand." And what I want you to do is maybe when you're feeling stressed or you're not feeling too comfortable, I want you to squeeze that 8-ball for me. Just squeeze it as hard as you can.
Okay. Yeah.
And it'll help you relieve that stress, and hopefully it will help you channel that energy in a more positive way. It'll help calm you down. Really, what I'm trying to see is if he has said he's sort of augmented strength, like the last time we saw people being.
Oh, sure. That's a good. Yeah, from the last operation where like you guys did, where you encountered
Exactly,
individuals who
because
had
there
like.
seems to be some correlation, and if these guys are, they could be related to the same guys, and who knows how time works for them. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same group of guys from the same time period. Who knows? So I don't know if they've had any advancements. Don't know. It could be the same exact thing, but this kid might be augmented in some way. We just don't know. But couldn't hurt to test.
So are you? So you're asking him just to squeeze it if he gets stressed out or anything?
Right, not to be
Okay.
like squeeze the hell out of
Right.
it, but not to tip anybody off that I'm trying to get this sort
Got
of
it.
reaction.
Okay.
But yeah.
He goes,
But I do
sure, and he
think,
kind of like holds it in his hand, just kind
yeah.
of rolls it
But
around
to
on the
squeeze it or
table.
crush it, however you feel like you need, whatever you need to do. If you're feeling uncomfortable, you just squeeze that thing. All right.
He's like,
Um,
okay, yep, I'll do that.
and Berwick though is like, I think we really need to get up to that top of that mountain and get some physical, get eyes on the ground up there. And if the ranger wouldn't mind escorting us up there, that'd be great.
Ranger Keena says, I don't think we're gonna. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be safe to get to go really anywhere. I mean, we haven't seen a storm like this in quite a long time, and it's like a growing a storm that's growing in severity. He said we just heard on the radio that water spout was spotted too. So I don't think we should leave the station right now. It's definitely not going to be safe to you know
Well,
to hike.
man, the child that was abducted 20 years ago has just resurfaced out of nowhere. I think a little. We're not asking. If maybe you can draw me a map, maybe you can give me accurate directions. But I do believe some of us need to get our eyes on that site to get a handle on what might have happened then and now. And for the sake of the child and the parents and your community, the storm isn't going to frighten you.
And he goes, I mean, hey, you're the FBI, and he goes out and he pulls off a shelf like a map that would be handed out to like hikers and stuff like that. So if you look in your additional handouts, number 8 is the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir map, and that kind of gives you a map of this whole area. So you can see like the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir, the Devil's Chair, where that is in relation to Trailhead Station. Is this kind of like what you were looking for?
Yes, something like that. And if she could and if there's like, if she could give me direction to like a proper trail to follow, something that might not be washed out just yet. I mean, I'm an experienced hiker, so I can manage.
Fortunately,
But
I mean, the Devil's Chair is you can kind of see the key down in the
Like
lower.
like 6 kilometers. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's a pretty.
Yeah,
And no real trail.
Yeah. I mean, you normally probably want to move along the reservoir, because if you stay along the side of the reservoir, you're going to run right into the Devil's Chair. But with heavy rainfall,
right.
The boat.
he's like, I don't know, that's
A
probably
boat.
not going to be safe.
Do they have any boats?
Boat may not be that safe either because of the wind.
Yeah, yep, we
There's
do
no
have
water
a
spout.
yeah,
Yeah.
we do have a boat. But there was a water spout spotted.
It's like a tornado.
Yeah, maybe make a
That's not
survival
boating
check to
level.
see which route might be this, just to make it easier to see what the safest route, if on foot or I know no routes are safe, but I really think we should get up there.
All right, while they're planning that, and I'm just talking to Agent Jackson right now, I think we should try to like maybe see if we can get some anesthetic. I don't know if we could do a general or no, or if we could get some local. They may have some tranks for animals or something, and then just get this kid down, cut that thing out. I'm very concerned that they're going to come back.
Mhm.
If he's been marked up, like why would they do that and then let him go again?
Mhm.
Right.
Anyway, that's just, I would say that to the other doctor.
They either got what they needed from him or gave him what they needed to give him.
And,
But we-
Jack,
Just to clarify, there have been other children that have been found, they've been missing and found. So there'll be a list of other children as well, right?
yeah,
Correct.
yeah, 58% came back, 24 were taken, so that's like 14 or something returned.
And were they interviewed at all? Do we have any records on that, John? Or is it
That's a good
Yeah.
more a matter of
I mean, you would be able to. Again, you could probably call, Chuck up. He'd probably be able to get access to. He would be able to get access to like, like police reports and stuff like that.
'Cause it's
That's gonna be a
very-
little bit more time consuming because he's gonna have to go through the files and find for like each kid, like who had jurisdiction, find out, pull the police report from each of those different.
Yeah, well, I do give him a quick call if that's okay, and just get him onto that job.
Hey, Rodriguez!
Can you not text him?
You're gonna
Yeah!
You could just text
Text.
them next time.
Look at this.
No,
I don't
no,
hear
that-
from you for like how long was your sabbatical? What was that, like 6
Look, I told
months,
you,
a
Chuck.
year?
I
And all
told
of a
you, Chuck,
sudden, twice in a day. Hey,
appreciate you answering
what
straight
was
away,
the
man. Look,
brand of tequila that we were drinking that time I got like so sick I almost died? I think my liver did die. I don't even know how I'm here.
yeah, it was the cheapest one I could find. Look, look, great, you answered straight away. Appreciate it, man. Look,
Hey, you told me to keep my phone hot, and it is hot. It is
I need
right
you to
here
do-
next to me.
I need you to just isolate a list of the children that have been missing from Yosemite, found
The
any
park?
evidence.
The
There you
the
go.
state park?
Yeah, the one we were talking about.
You know, I've
before.
never been there. I heard that they got what's the story on that devil's chair? Have you ever seen that? I really
Well-
would like to check that out.
We're thinking of hiking there now. Look, would
Sounds like the weather's not so good there. I don't know if I'd be going out hiking. I mean, you're one tough son of a bitch, but I don't know if I'd go
Yeah.
hiking during a thunderstorm.
well,
That's just me. You know me.
That's
Just
field work
job
for you,
Chuck.
That's field work for you, Chuck. I'm telling you, man. It's
No,
like,
I'll leave that
I
to
know.
you. The
I
big,
know.
going to the bar with you is about all the field work I think I could survive.
yeah, I know. Hey, look, the children that have gone missing and have been returned, we need names and a list of names and any evidence of interviews, any information from them. Locations would be great. Can I put you on that?
Hey, I got your back. I got your back, Shifty. I'm on it.
Great.
So
Call me
just
if you get-
missing kids, Yosemite, and police reports, right?
Police reports. Perfect.
All right,
Yeah,
but
let's
hey,
get
you
that.
owe me, man.
I know.
we
I know.
need
It's
to
gonna
go
be an
out and,
expensive bottle. Yeah.
We got to recreate that night again. Me, you, and that shitty tequila you bought. Huh?
Okay.
What do you say?
Well, we're older now. Let's get a better bottle. It's gonna
There
be
you
great.
go. On you though, right? On you, because I'm saving up for retirement.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And you're gonna die on duty, right? That's the Rodriguez. You're gonna go out in a blaze of glory. I know you, right?
That's fucking rude.
That's
Yeah,
not
that-
foreshadowing either.
Chuck. Now I know why we're good friends. We can
That's
make
right.
jokes like that. Yeah. Thanks, man. Nice
That's
hearing that. Nice
That's
hearing
right.
that. If I just you just get that done as quick as you can, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Click.
I'm on it. I bet you still like talking. So, by now too, just kind of add some additional context with the storm. Hikers have been kind of coming in droves to get out of the the backpackers have been coming in to get out of this really just nasty storm. Is anybody not in the room with Brandon McGill and kind of out in more the other areas, or all of you in this kitchen area with Brandon?
I think we're all kind of
I've
in
gone
the.
outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, you stepped out. Jay-Z stepped out to make the call, right?
I think Jay Berwick did too. Yeah. Yeah. I
I'm
think
sort of just. I'm like maybe in the adjacent room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you two pick up as backpackers are coming in. You overhear one of them talking and saying, "Yeah, man, that's some weird shit, man. That tall, pale dude. What the hell was his deal?" You know, and then you kind of.
Wait a
But you
minute.
pick that up.
Okay.
And with that, let's take a quick bio break. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
We'll come
What
back,
I missed?
to
What I
that.
missed? What I missed?
Wait, don't leave everybody. Yeah, no, so,
All of the hikers are 7 feet tall.
yeah, yeah. Jay-Z and Agent J and Agent Jay-Z overheard because one of the hikers saying, yeah, and what the hell was with that tall pale dude?
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
Because now all these hikers are coming in, and they just overheard that little glimpse of conversation. So we'll take a bio break and then jump right back
Told you
into
we
it.
gotta get
Load up
we
the
gotta get
shotguns.
boots on the ground out there, man.
Delta
the
Green will
kid for-
return after these messages.
Right.
I'm a child. What could go
Yeah.
wrong?
On a kitchen table in a
On a kitchen table during a thunderstorm where a water spout has been spotted.
would yeah. I think the Jackson's concern is like, what will the park rangers think of this impromptu surgery? Like,
Yeah, that's just you don't know. They don't know what you're planning, but yeah, this could get interesting.
yeah. That's why he's thinking them if we can get to a legit medical facility, that might be worth trying. But if we're under the gun,
Did we get a crappy drone or no?
No,
We cut
We
this
didn't.
brick open or what?
We cutting this brick open or what? He says it right in front of the kid too. The kid's like, "What? He's talking about me?
No, we're in the education room.
Is he talking about me?"
No, I promise. I told you were safe. You're
Just
totally safe.
Give the kid a little whiskey. Let's do this.
Agent JB and/or Agent JZ, are you planning on trying to get out, even though there are sightings of NBA height people in the area? Or are you going
I
to stay
mean,
in?
we're gonna want to have dinner, right? That's it. I mean, come on. I can't. I know I'm not the only one who's thought about it.
Could we quickly question that hiker
Oh, sure.
as far as the stranger? Is it basically trying to figure out if it was the dark clothed or tall? Or they said he was tall, right?
Yeah.
That's
tall
what
and-
you heard. Yeah, you
tall and
heard
pale, right?
some tall, pale, like weird ass looking dude.
Yeah, so we go down. We'll go. The two of us will go down.
Show
I
him the
think.
picture of the stick figure. Is that him?
No.
That's it. It's exactly him. Looks just like him. That's uncanny. That's uncanny how nailed it.
Yeah, we'll go down to these drowning hikers, and
Yeah, they're all
the
like
one-
wet. They're like trying to like they're taking their packs off and everything. It's a man and a woman. And there's a bunch of hikers now like all over the place. They've got
Yeah,
they've got like the fireplace in like the where like the little pool table is. They just came in, so they're talking. They're kind of like in this area over here, but like you're seeing like hikers starting to spread out into the different rooms. I'll open up the doors and stuff because none of them are locked.
It'll start
So
smelling
that-
crazy in here.
Yeah, yep, and it's a 2-story building. Some of them go upstairs. So yeah, what are you gonna do? It's a man and a woman.
So where did you see? Excuse me. Where did you see this this tall, pale person, man, individual? And maybe what did he look like? What was he wearing?
They look at you and like, who are you?
FBI.
My name. I'm
FBI.
Special Agent Jay
Serious?
Berwick. This is
The
Special Agent
Federal
Jay-Z.
Bureau of Information.
I'm sorry. What was his name? Did you say Jay-Z? Like Beyonce's Jay-Z?
Look, no relation, obviously.
All right, that's kind of cool. That's not really
Yeah.
a common name. I thought there's only one Jay-Z, but I guess there's
It's
two.
a bad, stormy night out there, and this stranger. We just need information. It's all about information, right?
Yeah, it was.
Flash
It was,
investigation.
it was like just the weirdest damn thing. And the man goes, yeah, I'm William, by the way, and
I'll shake his hand. William, nice to meet you, sir.
and this is my mom,
William
Joyce, and we're out here with a friend of ours, just enjoying the park hiking when this big storm blew in. So we started packing up and started making our way to the station here, thinking we just kind of hold up here until the storm passes. And as we were coming off in the distance, we see this tall, looked like a tall, pale man, kind of like a Native American or something, and he's just crouched in the trees and the scrub bushes, and I swear to God, he was watching us.
You said you were
Big
out
guy,
here with a
big.
friend of yours. Where is your friend?
She goes, that's Elizabeth. It's me.
Okay.
And
So
so
all
it's
three of
like
them
his
are-
mom Joyce is right there, and then their friend Elizabeth, like a
so
family
all
friend.
three of them are there. Okay.
Yep.
And you all saw the same thing. This tall gentleman, pale, looked like a Native American. How was he dressed? I mean, you
Well,
say
that's-
Native American. Did he have feathers? or-
Elizabeth goes, I mean, I swear, I don't know if he was wearing anything. Definitely didn't look like he was wearing a shirt. And
Alright.
Joyce says, I just got a quick glimpse of him. I'm not really sure, but William goes, yeah, I think that guy might have been naked in this sort of weather. That's insane. I mean,
Now,
yeah, it's
if-
summertime, but still during a storm. I don't know, it was
Any-
weird. If you're the FBI, I hope you're investigating that, because
We will
that
be.
stuff can't happen.
Any resemblance
Why are you
to this
here? Was there a murder? Is there a serial killer loose?
Any
No,
resemblance? Any resemblance to the we're here investigating missing children.
Missing
Um,
children? There's children turning up missing in the park? Like now? Hey, did you guys hear that? It's like kids
this-
get kidnapped by a
and immediately
giant white
Berwick is like,
pale,
"Keep your
naked
gun in his
serial
holster
killer.
now. We can take care of this, all right? Look, everyone, look.
We've handled worse than this. We've handled worse than this. Don't worry about it.
Look, there's nothing to worry about right now. Look, we are just
Tall,
gathering
pale
No,
serial
it's-
killers
No.
stealing children. You've handled worse. You haven't handled worse than that in this park, right?
Jay-Z, I
This
think
this
you
article,
might
this
just
picture
wanna-
here. Any resemblance to the stranger, the naked stranger?
Like this old picture of
Yeah.
a super tall mummy. Is that was this like? I don't know. This looks
Yeah,
like something
any-
like was this
it-
Ringling Brothers, like P.T.
You
Barnum?
resemblance?
you study with naked. How wrinkly?
Hold on. Look.
He didn't look
Look,
wrinkly
look,
like
don't
this
pay
picture.
attention.
I can
Look,
tell you that.
It's been
I-
a
what is this?
long.
I can.
It's been
This
a
wasn't.
similar-
trip.
This isn't like
Right,
Similar, tall, lean.
Well, yeah, he looked really tall, but he was crouched down too. It was hard because he was kind of behind, like bushes and some shrubs and stuff like that. But he looked tall, pale, and he was off in a distance. And like I said, I swear he was like watching us.
Now,
And,
I
we
just
showed
there's
them
like a map of the.
Yeah, can we get the location?
There's a map like on the wall or something, and Berwick will walk up and be like, "Now, would you guys be able to indicate where your camp, with approximate area of where your camp was on this map?
Yeah.
You'd be able to mark that for me
I'm just gonna pull up my journal. Yep, sure can.
before we try and get them talking about mummies and shriveled bodies and
So they're like, what?
aliens and whatnot. Let's just
These guys
bring it back to
investigating an episode.
reality."
Yeah, you hear like Joyce talking to Elizabeth, and like, are they investigating an episode of Scooby Doo? What's going on? A mummy? Chasing after a mummy in a park?
It's been a long trip, ma'am. Just try to ignore.
Please just answer the question.
Try to ignore my fellow agents. It's been a doozy of a trip, what with the storm and all and whatnot. But if you could just point out where your camp was, that'd be wonderful.
So they had originally set out to camp near. They wanted to hike out to Smith's Peak,
Okay.
and so it was about halfway between Smith's Peak and Trailhead Station when they saw this figure.
Okay.
To give you a
They were on
sense
the-
of.
Peak.
They were on the trail. Yeah.
Wow, that's way off. Okay.
They were on the trail.
No, they said they were worried about the storm. That's a good question. So they actually went off the trail using like their map and compass and tried to make like a straight line. And successfully got to Trailhead Station by like cutting through. So it's like where it says Smith's Peak and then Trailhead Station. Imagine more of a straight line moving between those two. And it was
then
about
halfway
halfway
between it?
between that straight line is where they claim they saw this tall,
Okay.
pale man watching
Well,
them.
that's where I say we start, gentlemen.
Well, do we split up? We got the others are the doctor and they're gonna be operating maybe.
Well, you and I are the most, are the best suited for this sort of mission, but we certainly might need their medical expertise and their investigative ability, as the forensic knowledge is always valuable and appreciated. Why don't we go back and see if they're willing to come along on our expedition?
Well, let's
I hate for us
let's
to split up.
absolutely. And they do. How long will they be with what they're doing?
Exactly. As the time's ticking, the storm. Can I check the weather and see if the storm's going to get worse, or if it's going to be?
Yeah. Okay.
stay
Yep.
static?
Let me go back to my handouts here.
Another option is we start roasting some marshmallows.
Yeah. So if you go to number 5, the weather map, and you can see like what the Doppler radar is showing, and you're right under that dark red splotch.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And as you're looking at like the radar projections, this storm just doesn't seem to be moving. It seems to be just like sitting still.
Right. So, hoping this thing passes, out of the question.
Well,
Hoping it weakens, out of the question. So,
the one thing we do have is that those two, the hiker and his mother, made it back here with a compass. So it's not wooded land, is it? It's kind of open land, so
right.
jagged, mountainous.
I think we'll be fine. I was about to run over and tell Venerable Agent Jubilee, you can just stand here and
You
drool and
poke
suck
your
your
head
thumb while
into
we're-
like this like leisure room where they've got a fire going, even though it's like July. They started a fire just to kind of like try and dry off
right.
their clothes and stuff. And Agent Jubilee is just like passed out asleep. The very old Agent Jubilee's passed out asleep on the couch, just snoring loudly.
If you
He's
want
past his prime.
It's not the same Agent
he's earned
Jubilee
his
you
rest,
guys
I
do.
believe. If you
Those
want to go grab the
Listen.
docs or inform them of what we're planning, and I'll go ahead and start grabbing gear for us and see if the Rangers have anything they're willing to loan us for the weather. Ponchos and maybe some
poncho, yeah.
flashlights and such, and maybe some boots. We'll see what we can. I'll see what I can gather for
Bottle of something.
us. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So talk to me. So Agent J, you're going to go speak with like the Ranger supervisor Douglas Kina about maybe
Right.
getting some supplies to try and like go out, see what you could find.
Yeah,
And
just
then,
to expedite things so things are more compact and time-wise rather than, you know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
know where time is of the essence for us.
And then Agent JZ, what were you doing?
I guess I'll head out to the Bronco and just start getting things organized for potential journey. So whatever gear we've got that might be useful, basically my hunting rifle, and well,
I'm gonna grab
yeah,
my
the
tactical
binocular,
gear
the
from
the night
Yeah.
vision binoculars, the GPS trackers, that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. Very good. So Ranger Kina will say, are you seriously gonna try and hike in this?
I don't think we have much choice.
What's going on? Are we in danger?
No. I don't think anyone's in any danger. There's
It's not
there are things we
radioactive
need to
mummies, is it?
investigate. We need to see the sites. We need to what was that?
It's not radioactive mummies, is it?
No. We haven't heard about radioactive mummies for 20 years. For about 20 years, there's an episode of radioactive mummies in somewhere in Tennessee. I'm fucking with you. Look, if we are thinking about going hiking, and trust me, we're experienced hikers. We're experienced in these sort of things. You're not liable. We're fully cognizant FBI agents who are. We need to get to the bottom of this. Not only do we have to protect the child, but we must find who is responsible for this. And we believe the clues are out there.
All right. I mean, if you're the FBI, if you think this is that important, I'll do my best to lead you out there. And we've got ponchos, flashlights.
Well, you may not have to lead us out there if you can just give us a detailed description or perhaps draw a map or something.
I could point it out, on the kind of like the map I showed you earlier.
Sure.
It's like ponchos, flashlights, rubber boots, a Bible. You're probably gonna need that.
I would rather
if you're
you-
going out in this.
Absolutely.
I think if he's willing to lead us, it could be worthwhile.
True, but we
he
don't
knows
want
he
him to-
knows the place. He knows the
Yeah,
place.
but we don't want we don't want them seeing anything that we don't want them to see.
Well, yeah.
And I know that they'll take good care of the child in our absence. They've already done a fantastic job there. Um, and that's the job I'll give them. Be like, look, you make sure this child is safe. If there are any problems whatsoever, um, you be sure to let us know. And we are still not 100% sure any of these hikers could have been out there. And the poor child seems to be under some sort of maybe he's in shock, doesn't quite remember things properly. So don't leave that child unattended, and certainly not with any of the people that happen to be coming in. You understand? I'm not saying anyone's guilty, but
No,
So,
if you think,
there is the chance until we get some more information that anybody in here could be one of the people who abducted this poor child.
if you
Sounds like
if you if you're again you're the FBI, you're the experts in this situation. If you think it's, I'm not gonna I'm obviously not gonna stop you from going out there. I just be careful. We'll give you the supplies we got, and be careful. I don't know if I've ever seen it this bad.
It's much appreciated.
And they'll set you up with ponchos, the rubber boots, the flashlights, extra pack of batteries, a map where they mark it off, and they even have like basically like laminated like waterproof map, with grease pencils that they could mark it off, in case they have to do like search and rescue sort of operations in
Sure.
inclement weather. So then Agent JZ, you go outside to the Bronco, and what are you getting from the Bronco?
So the GPS trackers, night vision
Okay.
binoculars,
The
hunting rifle.
taxidermied stuffed fox.
And the stuff.
Obviously.
Well, that's in my duffel that is marked bad motherfucker on it.
Yeah, a little snout just sticking out of it.
Yeah.
The tail hanging out of it.
I think feeling like the bulletproof vest might be a good idea.
Yeah, you just grab my duffel. All my stuff is stuffed
Okay.
in my duffel.
So
I'd
you're like
appreciate it.
starting to like load up all of that stuff, and you get this feeling kind of like, that like the hair on the back of your neck kind of rises as you kind of get a sense that maybe you're being watched or someone's behind you.
I turn.
So you turn.
With my Glock.
You turn with your Glock, and just a moment in the wooded area off in the distance, you swear you catch a glimpse of a pale child's face with just like a flat affect, like dead eyes, like cataract over, staring at you, and then it's like you blink and it's gone.
I get the binocular, the night binoculars. And can I see anything?
Just the wooded area.
Shit. Okay, I lock the old Bronco, and proceed back inside with my pile of stuff.
All right, so you come in with your duffel bag, hauling in like multiple duffel bags full of like, your gear and stuff like that. Let's jump to Agent Jackson and back to Agent Jenkins. What are you two doing?
So, do we know that they're intending to go out in the?
Scrubbing up.
Not yeah, at the sink.
Yeah, I do think, Jackson's come around to Jenkins, thinking, and maybe he'll kneel down next to Brandon and just ask him to feel the bump on the back of his neck, and be like, this could lead to infection. This is not something, a foreign body in your body it could be a problem. So Brandon, I think it's a simple procedure. I can remove that for you. How about we do that?
I don't.
You'll feel better.
I don't think I want. No, I don't. I don't want to be cut.
Brandon, understood. fortunately, there is a non-surgical option. It would be a small shot instead of a scalpel. So if that's your preference, we will respect your wishes.
Yeah, I don't want a shot. I don't want any
But you have to
needles.
pick one of the two.
No,
And
I don't want to. I want my mom and dad. And
your mom and dad gave us permission to work with you on this. They know that it is nothing to worry about at this point, but time really does matter. Human body does not tolerate foreign objects, especially when they're subdermal like this. So um, it's imperative that we treat it one way or the other. So if you'd prefer the small shot, that's absolutely fine.
I don't know. I don't want a shot. I want my mom and dad. And like Ranger Galagos is like looking at you guys like, are what are you doing? And
I will pull him aside. How about this? I'm going to pull him aside. I'm going to tell him this appears to be a parasitic nematode. If untreated, this could deliver a virus that could then become communicable, and it happens relatively quickly. We have an entire cabin full of people here. They are going to be trapped indoors in close proximity. There's no PPE to share. This is going to turn from an interesting and unusual missing and recovered child to a mass health injury or mass health incident if we don't just treat this now, and it's very treatable. So I need you to please exit this area. I need you to please go with your fellow ranger, keep everybody else out of this area, and let my colleague go to work.
so, that is awesome. That was very good.
Love it.
Give me a persuade roll, because I think that first persuade roll was for like Brandon, right? And he's he's a kid. He's like 6 years old. He's scared to death. Thunderstorm. I mean, there's so many things that are really starting to upset him. But yeah, go ahead and
Gotta be kidding me. So close.
no,
But
no, no.
situationally,
I was gonna give you a bonus on that anyways, because that was such good role playing. So you got it. You got it.
Nice.
And she's like, oh my god. All right. Is there anything you need from me?
if if you have um, any place that's relatively sterile, it doesn't have to be a large area. But I would defer to my colleague who is I'm an infectious disease specialist. But in terms of the actual medical care, I will assist, but I will not be primary.
I'm a trained surgeon. There's nothing to worry about. Simple.
Look how good he
procedure.
looks.
Yes.
Look at this work.
I mean, we could we could
Watch
keep
me dodge.
it. Here, take this gun. Shoot me. You're never gonna hit me. Um.
Oh,
she
wait,
goes,
whoa, real quick. Did he squeeze the cue ball when he was stressed out?
No, I mean he was, like rolling it, and then he just kind of leaves it, but you didn't see. Yeah, I mean nothing unusual happened. He just kind of like throws it right at your face. You're not gonna give me a shot. Oh, cue ball right to the head. No, in the cue ball, he just like leaves it on the table. So she goes, okay, and she goes, Brandon, I know you're scared, but these two FBI agents, they're here to help you, okay? So it's not gonna hurt, I promise. They're just going to, just fix you right up, and I'm sure your mom and dad are gonna be here um, any moment now, and everything's gonna be okay. So just please, just let them help you, and um, he's like, I don't want a shot. No, I want my mom and dad. I don't want a shot. Uh, no. And just at that moment, Jay Z, you see as you're walking in back into the station, like a small car pull up, and what looks like a man and a woman in their 60s, just come out and start like rushing towards the door to the ranger station.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'll just sort of get in their way before they get into the building and just
What are you doing? It's pouring outside. We got to get inside. We're here for our son.
Okay.
The dad's just like, he's in his 60s. Get out of our way, please.
Just come with me for a moment. I'm with
Who
the
are you?
FBI. I'm with the FBI.
Oh, the FBI. What's your name?
You can call me Agent JZ.
Like Beyonce's husband? Jay-Z?
Yeah, look.
Look at each other. It's like, that's a really unusual name.
I know, but it's recognizable, right?
Well, yeah. But, I mean, is that what your parents were thinking when they named you that?
Yeah, just have a seat on the sofa here just for a moment. I know you've been driving a long way. In fact, you're here a lot earlier than we were expecting.
We'd sit on the sofa, but there's this, like, old man sleeping on it.
Don't
Is
mind.
he still alive? It's
Don't
like
mind
Agent
him.
Jubilee.
Yeah, well, the professor there is just thinking. Have a seat.
Okay, is our son okay? Is he still here? Is he okay?
He is okay. Absolutely.
Then
He isn't. He's just at this very moment. He's in the medical care of some of our team, and
like the woman Anne is like, Ian, I need to see my son. I need to see my son.
Absolutely.
It's like I want to see my son. Please,
absolutely.
I want to see him now.
I know. You want to see him right now, but if you'll just give us, I think, a half an hour. Just take your time.
No, a half an hour. We just flew
I know, you've driven a
across
long
the
way.
country and just drove here in this insane storm. What's going on? What aren't you telling us? And just then, we jump back to Jenkins and Jackson. Thank you, Jackson. And you're trying to get Brandon to allow you to like do this surgery, and he's just getting more and more panicked. He's like, no, I just want to see my mom and dad. I just want to see my mom and dad. And all of a sudden, as you're trying to get him into a position where you could try and sedate him or and extract that whatever that bump is, the stove starts shaking, and all of a sudden rips out of the floor and just smashes into the wall as if like a giant invisible hand had just grabbed it and smashed into the wall. And then
I fucking knew it.
And then he didn't even touch it. It's just rips right out of the wall. You could smell like the gas from the starting to fill the room from the pipes and stuff being broken. And then Agent J, you're suiting up and getting ready to head out, and all of a sudden another hiker comes in, and with this little figure like covered in a blanket, like swaddled in a blanket, and he's like carrying him. He's like, I need to see a ranger. I need a ranger right now. I found a little naked boy out in the park. I need medical attention right now.
I'm Special
And
Agent
the
J.
kid,
Berwick.
whoever
I'm
it
with the
is
FBI.
is all swaddled up in a blanket.
I can help you. I can help you. I'm with the FBI, and he calls out for the other rangers for the rangers, and he tries.
Yeah, a couple of the rangers start coming over.
He's like,
Whatever
let's
this is all swaddled up, can't see the face.
Let's get this boy warm and dry and comfortable. Does anybody happen to have any little children's clothes or something we might be able to put on this child?
One of the rangers is like, well, yeah, we'll find something. We'll find something. So they bring him in to the this area here where Agent Jubilee is sleeping soundly, and they got like a fireplace started up, and they unwrap the kid, or whoever this is. They pull down the blanket, and it's Brandon McGill.
What?
And with that, we will stop until next
You son of a
Friday.
bitch.
No!
and we'll pick it up next Friday.
That was a hell of a. I knew it was coming. I knew there was a cliffhanger coming. The way you were talking, I was like, oh, he's gonna drop it.
Wasn't expecting that though.
I know, no shit.
Very good, guys. You guys
I was
haven't
thinking it
lost
was
a
gonna be like a
step.
baby gray walker or something, but no, it's the fucking kid.